All right, we're good.
Nice.
All right, sweet. Even though there's no one, I'm still gonna introduce myself.
Hell
'Cause
yeah, let's go.
why the hell not?
Yeah. Yeah, do it.
All right, let's
In
start
this
with.
corner.
All right, so I guess I'll start it off. Yo, what up? Even though no one's watching, what up? For the order of the Otaku, I'm
You're on the order.
your host today will be MajinPing.
We got Time to Die Awesome, and we got me, Vibraharp. What is good?
Sweet.
All right.
So I guess we're talking about the topic today, right?
Yeah, so the topic of today, we got. What is our topic of today? What, anime?
God damn it. What the hell, man?
I guess. Well, we're gonna be. I guess we're like an anime podcast kind of thing, you could say.
Yeah.
We have a second part of this, but that's till later.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah. So for the topic, we're just gonna be talking about just how we got into anime and what our favorite animes are, and just the general idea, like
Who we are.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, we'll start with MajinPing. You can start us off.
All right, sweet. So, well, you guys already know this because I already told you guys. But pretty much how I started off was
I never knew.
when I was visiting my cousin. I guess he was. Well, it gets complicated. He was the cousin of my dad, and his kid. So I just considered a cousin. Why not? Yeah, no. He was watching a Gundam series. I forgot exactly which one it was, but he was watching Gundam series. He was like also really into it. He had like those like buildable Gundam figures and all that, which I got into too, like later on.
Okay.
But my first anime I've ever watched was that, and I don't know. I just watched it and I thought it was like any other cartoon. And not only that, me being Asian, like my entire life was like surrounded with like Asian cartoons and whatnot. To be honest, like, dude, you know what's funny is is that what was it? Oh yeah, it was there was this Korean dubbed cartoon, right? Which I thought was entirely made by Koreans because as a kid I watched it Korean dubbed, and turns out it was actually Japanese anime turned into Korean dubbed.
Jesus, dude.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, shoot. So I've been watching anime ever since I was a kid. So,
Damn.
but yeah, no, that's it was for me. But like, I didn't know anything about it much. I just thought of it as like a normal cartoon or like an anime. But then later on, I think it was like during early middle school and like late elementary school, like 6th grade. One of my friends was like, "Yo, dude, you should watch this. It's pretty fun." Or like, yeah, I think it was Bleach. That's what he recommended me. So I was like, "Yeah, sure. I guess I'll check it out." And then I ended up watching it, and then that's when I started to search for more animes and stuff, and then got into manga. And then I had to move, and then I came over here to came to Rio Norte, Rio. So, and then I got into more anime there, and then whatnot. So, there's that. There's me. So, that's my of how I get into anime.
You want to do like popcorn style, or you just like maybe choose somebody?
Yeah, I guess.
There's only 3 of us.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin. If I get head, it's you, Anthony. Oh wait, Time to Die Awesome. Wow.
Yo, call me Time for short, bro. It doesn't matter. I don't care anymore.
Okay, well, if I'm gonna flip a coin, if it's heads, it's you, Time to Die Awesome. Tails, it's you, Vibe.
All right.
Just call me Time.
Let's drum roll.
Heads, it's you.
Hey, go Anthony. You got
awesome.
Fudge. Yo, so, man, my first time watching anime was like the OG way, how probably like a lot of kids back in like the early 2000s or like 1990s found it, which was like Toonami on Adult Swim. I watched all my first animes like all in the first night. So I started off with Dragon Ball Z, then I went to One Piece, then I went to Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, what was another one? Yeah, Bleach was one of them. I think Cowboy Bebop, like all of that in like one night, and again, like, dude, I thought it was just like awesome adult cartoon because it was so violent, and that's why I was like at midnight until like 5 in the morning and everything like that. But yeah, I didn't really like watch it again because like I didn't have TV after like for so many years that I couldn't watch anything. And then it was like same thing. It wasn't until like middle school I started like watching it again and was like realized like all this stuff, and then I started like just watching them all, and then now I'm just that's me. I just watched everything at once and I was like, I like this is nice.
You absorbed all of it.
I absorbed all of it, and it went out one ear and came out the other.
Oh, now it's
Dude, I could totally imagine you as a kid, dude. You're just like watching like Family Guy or something, and then you're just like, oh, okay, and then it's just now then on Adult Swim.
No, I didn't see the Family Guy. No, you know what it was King of the Hill, dude. It was King in the Hill.
We're on Adult Swim, so like normally before they go into Toonami.
Family Guy, I did not see. It was King of the Hill, dude. It was King of the Hill, and then it was Toonami.
Okay, yeah, sure. You were watching King of the Hill, and then you're like, next on Toonami, Naruto, you know, and then you're just like,
oh, that I forgot about that. Yeah, I saw Naruto the same night too. Damn, I can't believe I forgot about Naruto.
And then you're just like,
I watched so much, and then there was this weird Pokemon Rangers. Dude, there's this.
Beat up his best friend. And you're like, I don't know what this is, but this is cool.
Actually, when I watched the Naruto for the first time, it was actually like the first episode of like the series and everything.
Nice.
So it was like Bleach, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, like Yu Yu Hakusho, and like Inuyasha. Those ones were all like already started, but like Naruto was like the first episode I saw was actually like the first episode of the series, and they had, I think a second time I watched it, it's still very blurry, but they had like Pokemon Rangers, like some TV show on as well, and I was like, where's Ash? What the heck is this? This doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Like
Alright,
that was me. So that's my first time, and like how I got it. I guess it's time for you, Vibe.
All right. Dang. Well, mine goes like far back. Like when I was like a kid, like my brother and like sister used to watch like anime. Like, well, for example, like my brother was into like Dragon Ball Z. My sister was into Sailor Moon at the time. So like as like a kid, like I like walk in, I'm just like, is that chick changing? Like, what the fuck?
Just be like asking us like, hey, is it cool if I wear those clothes too to be cool? Sister's just like, yeah. Sister's like, yeah, you could wear those. You'll look cool you'll be with all the cool kids.
Dante
was
like
like
as a kid, he goes up to his sister watching Sailor Moon. She's just like changing into like her like, Maho Sojo kind of thing, and then you're just like, you know what? She's actually pretty hot.
Yeah.
Can I watch with you?
I think I sat with her to like watch it like a little bit, and then that was it.
Oh my god.
And then like I go to like my brother, and he's watching like Dragon Ball Z, and like 10 seconds into it, I'm like, why is this man shirtless? And he's just screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm like, I like this. This is actually pretty cool. I started, so then from there, I was like, they would show like hints of like Dragon Ball, like the original series, and they had Dragon Ball Z,
I
GT.
forgot,
So I
dude.
was like watching all of that, and I was
Dude,
like, this is
I
like
agree.
insane.
I agree with you. One more thing. I totally forgot the best anime that I also watched the same night I discovered. Dude, Bobobo.
Oh,
The
Bubba
black
yeah,
man with the nose hairs.
Oh, Bubba. It was just like so. There's like so many like romantic moments in that. You're like, bro.
The
Yeah.
whole thing of him fighting with his nose hair, dude. That's
Dude, then like
He would whip
90% of the battles is
yo,
just
I don't know.
him just like messing
I don't know if you know
around.
this, but, have you watched JoJo's in sub, Dante?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so Bobobo, the voice actor for Bobobo in English sub, or in sub is literally
Oh, I knew it. I was like, why does
It's
why it
Dio.
sound so familiar,
Yeah,
dude? It's
Dio.
Dio.
Oh
Of course, he would be the coolest like person. Jesus.
Dude.
So I was like really young at the time though. Like I was like maybe like 4 or 5, like when this stuff was like when I started like looking at it. But then like video games came in, so I was playing like Halo up until like middle school.
Oh.
And then like one day like middle school hit, like I started like finding like these like cartoons and stuff, and I was like, these are actually really cool like arts and shit. So I was like, let me find out more about this, and I was like, oh, it's called anime. And straight up, like I started off with there was like a romance anime where like this like guy is like a wolf or some shit, and he like transforms like you like never see him transform, but like his like whole like clan or whatever are like wolves, but like people.
Uh-huh.
And it's called like Mikakunin
Nice.
Shiden or something like that. And it's just like a really like interesting like anime that I was like into. I stood up for 3 days and watched the entire series of that, and I was just hooked on anime, and I was like, my god. I just like kept like watching like show after show. I watched Angel Beats after that. I love Angel Beats.
That's a classic, dude.
Dude,
That's a
so good. I watched Clan Ad.
You watched Clannad?
Clannad.
Oh wait, have you watched the entire thing, like after story and everything?
I think I finished After Story. It was really hard because at the time when I was watching it, I don't think I watched it in order. I think I watched After Story and then I watched like portions of like the regular one.
Oh,
And so that kind of messed me up.
Yeah, dude. So wait, so you've watched everything though for Clannad, right?
I have, but I don't remember everything though.
Oh, dude, that one's so good. It hits you hard though.
It does. Like the feels.
dude.
Like
I almost cried, dude.
I'm pretty sure I said like A tier.
Yeah. that was sad. That's something you should watch, Awesome, dude. That's something you should watch.
It was so good. But
anyways, yeah, continue with your story.
Yeah, no, like after like I went on a binge with like watching anime, but I couldn't find like I wasn't sure like what to watch anymore. And my best friend, his name was Ricky, or not was, is Ricky. So he like showed me anime and shit, and I was like, yo, this is actually like a dope list you got going on. And then like at the time I was in high school, so I was going to junior ROTC, and the majority of them were Korean. And so like I just like completely vibed with them. Yeah, I completely vibed with them, and they all showed me like a bunch of like lists that they had of like different animes, and I was like, this is the life.
I'm not gonna lie,
so,
guys.
Like, I would stay up past midnight just watching anime. It's like morning. I'm like, I have to get to class.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I left like for 2 seconds to shoot a special beam cannon into my toilet.
Oh my god. Okay.
Bro, why? That was like too much information. I don't know why you had to come on and be like, yo, dude, I had to go to a bathroom break, but dude, I shot some nice special beam cannon, dude, and it was charged.
Too funny for me. It's funny about like just like telling my story, then in the background you just special beam cannon.
You hear like an explosion and everything, and then you just hear like, oh shit! I think I broke the toilet.
Imagine if you didn't mute yourself, dude, and you're just like,
oh,
just like Dante's just like, yeah, dude, I met with like some Korean kids, dude, and we totally vibed, dude. Like with anime and stuff, and they hooked me up, and then you just hear special beam cannon.
It's like this close to the background, like what the fuck? It's like just awesome. Comes back, he's like sitting down, he's like, oh man. Woo.
It's like, bro, I think I just killed Goku and Raditz again.
Dude, I killed Goku and Raditz again.
Bro,
Jeez.
if I could, I wouldn't do it again. I love those both.
Oh God.
Gosh.
Jesus. Well, anyway, so that's pretty much us in a nutshell of how we got to anime. How should we continue? We shall.
I guess we could just talk about what our favorite ones are. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Same order.
Want to do like a top 3 or top 5 kind of thing, and then.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, fuck,
you know, actually,
dude.
I'll start since
That's hard.
Since it ended with me, that way you guys can got some time to think.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
All right. My top 3 are definitely. I'm just gonna go with. Can I just go with like Dragon Ball as like a whole, like just like the original Z, GT.
It's a series. It's not like, yeah.
Okay, dope. All right, Dragon Ball is a series. Well, actually,
Excuse
GT
me.
was an iffy one, but you know.
GT was a non-canonical one.
Yeah, I own the full collection for GT. I bought it, and then Ping was just like, you realize that's not like that was fan made. I'm like, what?
No. It wasn't fan made. It was made by the studio that made the animation. So pretty much what happened was you know how, so normally with the anime, the manga artist for Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, was just like, yo, dude, you guys could do whatever the hell you want, and then I'll just be here and just give you the okay and whatnot. And that's what they did. And then later on, after Z ended, Toriyama was thinking of just ending it right there. But then because of how popular the whole Dragon Ball franchise is, or the whole series, they decided to just continue it their own way. And then I guess Toriyama was like, yeah, sure, why not? You could do it, but it's not going to be canon. So they just made GT, and then Toriyama ended up making Super, which happened.
It was 15 years after Z ended.
No,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it really
Crazy
is.
to think about how many years just went by.
Dude, I'm so happy though. I own all like the 3 movies that came out, and I just love them all. Like,
dang,
they're so good.
Yeah, dude. I went over to your house to do a binge watch of Battle of Gods.
Yeah, wait, did we bring Ryan with us on that one?
Yeah. It was with
yeah,
Ryan.
Did we watch Rush Hour 1 and 2 after?
Yeah. So it was with you, me, Ryan, and Jackson. Jackson had to leave early though.
I thought it was Neverum.
No, Neverum wasn't there. It was Jackson. Yeah, and then Jackson had to leave early.
Yeah.
No. Ryan had to leave early. So what we did was we ended up watching the Battle of Gods without Ryan. We watched Rush Hour 1 and 2 with Ryan.
Yeah.
And then Ryan left, and then we watched
Battle of Gods with Jackson.
Yeah. You saw it in the theaters, and then
me and you both saw it in theaters.
No, I wasn't there at the theaters. We saw Resurrection of F.
So I saw it with Jackson. I saw Battle of Gods with Jackson, I think then.
I remember that time. I downloaded both of those on Xbox, both of those movies.
Yeah, I bought all the discs. I was so mad because it was like I bought like the first one from the Tokyo store for like $10, and then like Resurrection F came out. I was like, all right, I'm just waiting for the Tokyo store to have it. I waited 4 months. Tokyo store didn't have it, so I was like, fine, fuck it. I went to Target, bought it for $25, went to Tokyo store like the next week, and they had it for $10. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? And then it's like the Tokyo store like that we have.
Oh, also for those that are watching and don't know, we have in our mall we have a little like Japanese store called by the name of Tokyo. That's what he's referencing it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now like they don't have as much a selection as they used to anymore. So I found like the Broly movie 2 from Target, and I bought it for like $20. And it came with Blu-ray, copy, DVD copy, and digital. So I have it like on digital for like the Funimation app now too, and everything.
Nice,
I think that.
dude. But like, it was funny for me. I was it was watching Resurrection of F was like the first anime movie I've seen on theater. So like, I was like really hyped for that because like you and I were like we were gonna watch it.
Dude, that was the funniest shit, dude. The dad who
was so funny.
Dude, the dad like dressed up as Goku, and he had his son dressed up as Krillin.
Nice.
This is the best thing ever.
And then so like a couple days before, I guess I was like, me being Korean and whatnot, dude. I had to like, I had to do like I was in like some kind of like summer SAT like after school kind of class. So I was doing that, and then I guess one of my classmates there also was gonna watch the Resurrection of F movie, even though he already watched it in sub, so he was gonna watch it dubbed on the theaters. But yeah, no, we were talking about that, and it was funny. Oh yeah, my name originates it because people said that I look like Majin Buu, so and some of my friends call me Ping Ping, so I mashed those together to make MajinPing. So that's where my name originates from. But going back, but yeah, no, one of my classmates was like, "Yo, dude," and then he told me that I look like Majin Buu too, and we were talking about it, and then the class teacher at the time was like so annoyed at us talking together. She was like, "Yo, Majin, if you want to be like Goku, move up one seat, okay, so that you don't have to talk to this guy." And I was like, and then I was like, but I'm perfectly fine being Majin Buu.
Oh my god, dude, Majin Buu just like spread like wildfire. Cause my first job, like one of my supervisors was like a massive Dragon Ball super fan.
Oh yeah.
For
dude,
me,
I came in to visit you at Johnny Rockets,
dude, I told him, and like every time, dude, Majin comes in, he's just like, "Yo, Majin Buu, what up, son?" And I was like, like me and him bonded like pretty good because like we even had one night where like my family was like they all went to a wedding and I couldn't get the night off at work, so I just stayed and worked it because it was like my first job and I didn't want to like get fired or anything. So I was like, "Yo, nobody's at my house, man. They're all at the wedding down like." They're all at my cousin's wedding, and then just like, "Dude, party at your house?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, party at my house." And I was closing, so we closed, and then everybody from the night shift came over to my house when we watched like the newest episode of like Dragon Ball Super in my room, and then we just like went out on the front porch and just chilled for like the next hour.
So, dude, sorry, totally off topic, but someone in chat just said special beam cannon. Someone in the Twitch chat put in special beam cannon.
Bruh.
This is oh my god, dude.
So funny. Oh yeah, sorry, Don. Sorry, Vibe.
Dude, that's the move to break up like anybody talking. Just like scream special beam cannon out of nowhere, just to interrupt the conversation.
Dang, dude, that's weird.
You did it. Awesome. You gotta do it how you did it. You have to be like, "Yo, dude, sorry, I was like out for like 2 minutes, but like I had to go to the restroom and I had to fire some special beam cannon." You had to do it like that, dude. That's perfect right there.
Dude, just like come into like our other like Discord chat with all our other friends and just be like, "Yo, guys, I know you don't care, but bro, I just shot a special beam cannon in my toilet, and I gotta say, it did not survive."
Oh, dear lord. Half my house is gone.
I gotta buy a new house. I'm moving again.
Dude, we went so off topic. Like, I mean, we're still talking about anime, but like we went
anime related.
We interrupted you, Vi. Sorry.
Oh, no. Yo, it's so mine.
Yeah, your first one was Dragon Ball. Okay.
Yeah, Dragon Ball, Angel Beats, and I'm caught between two other ones. One of them I like for its art style. The other one I like because it has a brilliant story. It's between Code Geass.
Oh.
Well, actually, Code Geass is a lot better than the other anime. The other one I was gonna say was Magus Bride.
Oh, was that for the story or for the art style?
For the art style was Magus Bride. For the story was Code Geass.
Yeah, dude, Magus Bride was that art was beautiful. I'll tell you that right now.
So good. It was so on point.
Dude.
Okay. Do you mind me asking you why are those your top 3?
For Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball series, because I mostly grew up with that series. Because like me and my brother would like watch it a lot, and so would my sister. So we were just like, that was like our like bonding thing that we did. We were just like, yo, let's go watch Dragon Ball. And we were like, yeah, let's go. And then for Angel Beats, I just got like really attached to the characters and the story on that one. Like I was like by myself, like watching it at like 2 or 3 a.m. and I'm just like, oh my god,
dude! I gotta say, like,
right now, dude, like one of the most memorable scenes from Angel Beats was that whole, oh, dude, we gotta distract the teacher so that we can swap the test.
Oh yeah.
Them just trying out everything they can, and then the funniest one was like when the guy was just like, oh, I can do this, and then they're like, okay, yeah, sure, and then just sits down, and then they wash the chair up, but then the blue hair dude, I forgot his name, but he was like, the blue hair dude was like, amateurs, you can't do anything, and he was the one that ended up launching. That was so funny. And then they did like a slow-mo rewind of it, dude. I died.
It's same like that opening music. There's like,
dude, I guess say like that's the good thing with like anime and shit. It just brings people closer. Like me and like Ping basically like kind of hated each other in middle school, mostly. Ping, he hated me mostly for some reason, and then just like as soon as he found out I watched like Dragon Ball and everything, he was just like,
hold on. Here's the thing: we first met at middle school through a mutual friend.
But you abused me.
Dude, I didn't hate you. I didn't hate you. That wasn't the thing. I don't know how to describe it, but I was in a state, okay? I was in some kind of in some kind of state, all right? So
hormones, man, back in the day.
so, like,
puberty.
Dude, like dude, I'm gonna be honest, you were my personal punching bag back then.
I had the bruises to fucking prove that shit.
What's funny was that one time you have a bruise and you're like, dude, you gave me a freaking bruise and it's a yellow one, and then you pulled it out and it turned out to be a yellow bruise. Yo,
that would probably be the perfect time for me to say like, bro, why are you turning me into you? I don't want to be like you.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
But then like I don't know what it was, and then we just started talking about like Dragon Ball, and then we just became like really good friends, and the abuse stopped.
And the abuse stopped. Dragon Ball stopped the abuse.
That's how it'd be like. If you're my friend, I abuse you.
Then once you bring up Dragon Ball, the abuse stops.
You're just like, you're about to just do like a Big Bang attack, and they're like, oh, you watch Dragon Ball too? Oh man, never mind.
Yo, dude, it'd be like this. I'm just like, you know what? Screw you. Comment. And you're like, wait, hold on. You're like, what? Dude, I just came back from the restroom, dude, and I just shot the best special beam cannon you could ever see. And then I'm just like, you watch Dragon Ball? And you're like, yeah, dude. And I was like, damn, we're buddies for life.
That is the most awkward way to tell a person you also watch Dragon Ball that you just shot his...
That's the most awkward way.
That is the most awkward way.
It's like you just have to say like Goku, and you'd be like, Goku.
Dude, just like imagine like going like back to like anime club or some shit. You like walk in, you're just like, yo, you guys, everyone's just like dead silent. They're like, what the hell? Who's this guy? And then you're like, dude, I just dropped the most massive fucking special beam cannon in the bathroom.
You'd be like, yo, dude. No, Awesome be like, yo, dude, I just shot the best special beam cannon you could ever see. And then I walk in, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Whoever goes to the bathroom, the men's one, be careful, because
Goku and Raditz are dead.
Goku and Raditz are dead, and I just killed Frieza with my spirit bomb, dude. I don't know what to do.
Oh my god, dude.
Like,
and then everyone at the club be like,
yeah.
They'd be like cheering, and then they'd be cheering, and then they just say, "Oh, Dragon Ball was last week's anime." Oh, damn. Joined at the wrong time.
oh my god.
What's this week's?
Dude, they'd bring up like last week's like during the middle of like the new week. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
Well, but here's the thing: I didn't really like the anime club in high school.
I never went to that thing.
Yeah.
It was like mostly you guys.
I was good friends. I was good
did.
friends with the president there. I was good friends with the president, but
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
worked-
like it.
I worked directly with the president and like what is it? I ended up replacing the treasurer for that group
Oh, okay.
because the treasurer had to move schools or whatever. So then she was like, "Hey, yo, you want to take over treasury?" I was like, "I'm down. Let's go."
Damn, this
Yeah, no.
hierarchy.
Yeah, dude, I worked my way up.
Yeah. Funny thing is how I met Tori was through science class. So we were like, well, Tori is the president of our anime club.
Dude, that was the exact same.
But yeah, no, dude, I was in like science class with Awesome. You know him as Jackie. I don't know if Vibe knows him.
I
But
don't think so.
but yeah, no, and then we were like doing like a group thing, and then I saw her like doodle like an anime drawing, and I was like, "Question: do you watch anime?" And she goes, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And then we just started talking, and then that's what happened, dude. That's the thing, dude. Like that. To be honest, that's literally how I made friends.
Dude, you're gonna be
Sometimes.
like, you're gonna be in a bar fight, and as soon as somebody says like something from like, or quotes something from an anime, you're gonna be like, "Bro," and you say the name of it, and be like, you just stop fighting. You guys just like, then just become best friends like 2 minutes later.
Dude, it was so funny. Like, so because I was the new kid that like came to our school, right? And
Wait,
what ended up,
came in later, right? You
Yeah.
didn't start off.
yeah, I came in junior year. So like I had like my other school did not have anime club. It had like a YouTube club, but I tried joining, but I was like, I don't vibe with this place.
YouTube club. What would they talk about?
That.
Dude,
PewDiePie
straight
all
up were
day?
just, like, they would literally just like talk about making YouTube channels, but like only like one or two of them out of like 20 people made one, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was it. Like they didn't do anything with them. Like they
Turns
were
out
just sitting there.
one of those 20 abandons and goes to Twitch.
Yeah. No. They probably would honestly if there was
His
like
name is
gamers in there.
Vibraharp.
Fuck,
Jesus.
you got me.
Dude, and he plays Valorant, dude. That's what he does on his Twitch.
Yes, I love Valorant.
Dude, everybody's
But, oh, yeah.
like, that's like the #1 game right now.
Well, no, because it's pretty much because it's a new game that came out made by the same people that made League of Legends.
But also, like, a
Yeah.
lot of people love it. It's not
Oh,
because,
yeah.
like, just because of the developer, people like the game.
Well, yeah, not only that, because it's pretty much Overwatch plus CS:GO or
Yeah.
CS.
It's
Yeah.
really good. You get the characters I know nothing about yet. I don't even know if they have stories yet. The maps don't have stories, I don't think, but they're like working on that.
Cause yeah, isn't it like still beta? It's not even like a full release.
Yeah, it's still beta, so I don't know what they'll change, what they'll add. But right now, it's been pretty cool.
Anyways, going back to Vibes.
Oh yeah,
top
my
three.
story. Oh yeah, wait. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I was telling about like how like I met the president for a second.
Mm-hmm.
This is like because I was a new kid, and then like I just like met her through like science. Like I saw her in my English class, and like she like I think I saw her like look at me, but then like that was pretty much it. Then I went to the science class, and then she was like, "Oh hey, Dante." I was like, "Oh hey, I don't think we met." And she was just like, "Oh yeah, you're in my English class and stuff." I was like, "Oh cool." And like literally like it was kind of awkward because like we were like, "Oh, let's just like walk to science class." I was like, "All right, sure." So we're like walking, and like we're like halfway through like the really long ass way to from like English class like in like the fucking like 800s to like the 200 to 300s for physics.
Oh, or like
And
yeah.
right midway through, she finally like looks at me and she's like, "Do you watch anime?" And I was like, "Yeah."
So random.
Yeah, it was really random. She was like, "Do you like anime?" And I was like, "Yeah." Then she was like, "Do you want to join the club?" I was like, "What club?" She was like, "We have an anime club." And I was like, "I'm down. Let's fucking do it." And just from then, like, I just kept going to anime club during like lunchtime and shit.
Yeah, for me during like sophomore year, I met Tori, and then Tori was just like, "Yeah, I'm thinking of making an anime club," and I was like, "Oh, okay, if you do, I'll join." And
Dude,
then
the
I ended up
stupidest
joining, but then like I didn't really like
go.
it, so I
Oh. Yeah, the
left.
stupidest thing about anime club was like we had a few of our friends that just like went there and try to pick up girls, to be honest. Like they were just like, "Dude, I like this girl," and then they do like
Oh, that's right.
they do like a
Oh my
20-minute
God.
like they do a 20-minute like board meeting on how he's gonna like ask her out, and they do jack shit. They didn't do
But
anything.
honestly, like that would be the funniest shit to record back then. Like it was just like, all right, board meeting. Like, yo, how are we gonna do?
Dude, especially Bailey, like he'd like spread his legs and be like he's charging up, trying to go Super Saiyan, and then just like slap his hands down and be like, all right, this is this, and this is gonna happen. Let's do it.
Bailey,
You would
you know
map
what's
it
funny?
all out, but
Bailey
nothing
and
would
Matt
happen.
still be like that. They
Yeah, he's
still
still
be
like that.
They still be like that. Yeah, that's true.
And anyways, so
But
yeah, your top two was Angel Beats. I mean, your second
top
was
three.
Angel Beats, yeah, and then your third one was Code Geass.
Yeah.
All right, why Code Geass?
Code Geass because I remember I did not start actually watching the original anime. I started off with the abridged version that was on YouTube. Where, like,
Dude,
oh my god. Yes, dude. It's
Dude,
on
that-
here. Can I find it? I'll put it on the Discord. Hold
Okay.
up.
dude,
Oh, wait,
that's
that's
how I found like my second like buddy anime with Ping was Overlord. Like I found the abridged version for Overlord, and then I watched like season 1, and I was like, dude. And then season 2 was like right around the corner, so it was like perfect timing.
Yeah, dude, that was like still well. That was like back when I was like in school. Dude, I remember I would call you and I'd be like, "Yo, season 3 of Overlord's out. Season
Dude.
3 of Overlord's out." And like at like lunch or
Yeah.
or, like at a time when like, cause like, yeah, no, in college, cause like because of the fact that you're making your schedule, you don't actually have like a lunch time or like a
Yeah,
brunch time or whatnot.
it's basically
you
break
just
time
find, like,
anytime.
yeah, you just find like some like open time to be able to like grab something to eat and stuff. So like during that time, dude, I'd like go to Panda and I just grab and then I like get something to eat at Panda and then and that would be like in the morning, like 10 a.m., like 11 a.m. kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then I would just go into the to like the cafeteria, get Panda, and then I just sit down, open up my laptop, and I'm like, all right, Overlord season 3, let's watch.
Yo, Brandon, if you have not seen Codeman,
okay,
you
I
gotta
have
check
to
it out.
watch this. I'm gonna watch this after this stream.
Wait, I'm actually putting it on the stream right now. Wait, let me. There we go.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Guys. Oh, shit.
What's up? We're still here.
Oh, you guys didn't say shit.
Yeah,
So it's like, what the
sorry,
fuck?
I'm on.
Mafovich. Yeah, Goblin Slayer's pretty good. It's just a little bit dark in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, I watched like the first 2 like episodes of it.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of like for Goblin Slayer for me. It's just kind of on and off for me. I don't know how I feel about it.
I think Goblin Slayer, it's just like, I think I haven't finished the whole entire thing, or like the first season.
You know
but
what's funny?
I feel like it's
Yeah.
probably an anime where it has like, basically it's like you're either into it or you're into like select episodes probably and everything. But yeah, Overlord is probably like, yeah, that was like, that's another one that was like that, but that was funny. There was like only like 2 upridge, and then also like Dragon Ball Z. There's like a whole thing on upridge for that, and that's just hilarious too. Like they just not that long ago finished like the Cell Games arc or whatever, the Upbridge, but I'm not sure if they're going to be doing the Majin Buu arc or anything. Like I haven't heard about it, anything or like what's the updates for that stuff.
Oh wait, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, you mean?
Yeah, dude, it's the funniest shit.
They full on canceled it now.
Oh
They're not
really?
making another season. They ended it with
the Cell Games.
Dragon Ball.
Oh, it's
Dude,
actually really good.
it's
I
so
do
good.
recommend it. They ended it how the story they believed should have ended. Like you know how at the end of Dragon Ball Z we had Gohan technically be like the strongest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I
a
mean
kid?
that was what it was supposed to be, but then yeah, in my opinion, from what I heard, I think Goku was like the more popular. So like people, so they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna
Yeah.
continue it on with like
They
Goku
made
being the
Goku kind of
Yeah.
like super stupid, but also like semi strong in the Upbridge version. But like probably the funniest thing through like the whole entire like series from like start to finish, what they did it was like Krillin getting owned, and they had like an owned counter, and like the end, like the last episode, he finally just like destroyed all of those counters.
Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest, dude. In the Dragon Ball series, dude, Krillin may be the weakest, but dude, at least he still fights. Okay, Yamcha does literally nothing.
Yamcha throws one punch and dies. Like he's the opposite. He's the opposite of One Punch Man. He's like the one punch death.
Nah, dude, he's the zero punch.
Zero punch. You could just like flick him and he just die.
Yeah.
Like it's so bad. Like, but yeah, those are all the things. And then back to, Dante. But like so what's the rest for the Code Geass, like why you liked it and stuff?
Oh yeah, so Code Geass. Yeah, so I started off with watching like the Codement series, which is actually pretty funny. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna actually watch this anime. So I watched like the first season. I was just like, wow, like the art style is like a little bit like strange to me, but it's like how like the characters are like all like really skinny, like tall.
Well,
And I was like,
it's also because it's from like an older time.
yeah, that's also why I was like, you know what? I can endure this because it's like an older show. I was like, I got this. And then they brought.
Yeah, because like if you see like One Piece and like Luffy's just hella skinny as hell, dude.
And the beginning, yeah.
Now, dude, you can see him pretty jacked.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So like that one I understand.
But like but dude, I actually got used to the art style. I actually liked it.
Yeah, I got used to it too, and then I was just like, I actually kind of like this art style. It's not bad. Like there's definitely worse art styles that I've seen. So I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
The story wise of like how like his like actually I don't know if I want to spoil anything or not, but like just like the relationship like between the family and like the plot twist.
Yeah.
Like they were so good. I love a story that like has like twists and turns in it, and it's so good.
Yeah, dude, I just love the main character and his like whole story arc. It's really good.
It is really.
Yeah, like because you see his past and he was just like a kid that thought he had everything, but he had pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
And then he lost. Well, okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything. So like, you know,
don't spoil it for me, man. Don't spoil it for me. I gotta watch it still.
Yeah, you have to watch.
The only thing that sucks about for me with anime is like I think most of the anime I watch, unless there's like a certain characteristic I like about it, like I'll basically be watching what everybody else is watching, and not like any like back animes.
The other thing about Code Geass is it's a mech anime, so it's like because it's created by the same people that made the Gundam series.
But like all the people who like they watch a bunch of anime and there's a bunch of anime like I'll hear people say and I'm like I've never heard about them, but there's all like the anime like everybody knows about, like those are the ones I usually watch.
Dude, Anthony or Awesome,
dude, just drop it.
Sorry.
It's either one.
Sorry, dude. So anyways, dude, you know one way to get you into that anime is all I'm gonna tell you is there's big mechs and a hot pilot chick that pilots one of the mechs, and it goes boing boing.
Yes, you have sold me. Just like you sold me with like Parasite, just like the intro song like got me through that anime. Like I loved the intro song for Parasite.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
the
so good.
opening? Yeah, that one's pretty good. That one's
Yeah, but probably the best anime that you recommended me so far was probably Shield Hero.
that one's a good one. That
I
one's a good
can't
one.
wait for that season
Dude,
2.
Dude, you know it's a good anime if one of your friends that doesn't watch anime or doesn't even care about it
Yeah.
and pretty much wants nothing to do with it most of the time ends up finishing the series.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude,
that's
actually
what
good. And
that's what Dominic did. Yeah, he doesn't watch like jack shit, but then he like
Yeah.
watched that, and now he's like, dude,
Like
Talia,
anime.
she's my girl, man. She's my waifu.
Rob Talia, dude. Dude, this dude would literally, whenever we'd meet up, during our little like hangout times, dude, this dude literally would be like, dude, or no, whenever we'd meet up at school, he'd just be like, yo, dude, I freaking hate the Lance hero, dude. The other heroes I just hate, and I was just like, yeah.
They're such douchebags.
Dude,
Have you seen Shield Hero Vibe?
I have not seen Shiro Five.
Dude, it's not that long. I think it's only like what 22 episodes the first season.
Yeah, somewhat around there. The first season is.
Yeah,
the
and
first
they're like
season.
a half an hour,
I'm
and it's
waiting for the second season.
we're waiting for the second season, but it's pretty good because it shows like a lot like it's kind of like a bully anime in a sense too. Like the main one of the main characters gets like bullied, and it's like you feel bad for him, and then you see like him kind of climbing back up.
Bully, but he's pretty much just like
He's just resented. He's
I get you.
resented from like the beginning.
So pretty much a quick rundown of what it is without spoiling anything is that I don't know if you understand this term. It's an isekai anime.
Oh, it's been
Pretty
a
much.
while.
So what an isekai is? It's pretty much character that's been transported to another world. Pretty much.
Oh,
So
yeah,
basically,
okay.
would you call that like
Yeah.
Sword Art Online?
Yeah, Sword Art Online, Overlord, ReZero, those are all isekais. That they actually made a genre of it now. So
Awesome.
it's an isekai anime, so it's a fantasy world obviously, but so basically the main character, in our real world, just normal day Japan, he reads like a little book and he's transported over to this another world, this fantasy world where it's where they have the four like great heroes they call it, and it's and the heroes are like based off of what weapon they have. So they have the shield hero, they have the lance hero, they have the sword hero, and they have the bow hero. But then the kingdom that summoned them, I guess, has like this big like religious like hate against the shield hero, and so they like outright whenever he was summoned, like they just pretty much they discriminate him, and then they do like a whole bunch of like crap to him, and then he just loses it. But what was it?
Rough Talia,
But yeah, no, the main character becomes a shield hero. He finds out that later though that the kingdom that summoned him didn't really want the shield hero, but like in order to summon for the other heroes, he has to come in like a bundle package. So
yeah,
like whatnot. But like
And
anyways, pretty much it's just the story of him and like his entire his group of friends, just going through. But also the other heroes
mess
got
up.
transported in this world from like a game, so they think this world is like a game, whereas the shield hero thinks of it as a real world. Another thing is that this world is also like female dominant, meaning like
Well, it's like
females say as the rule, kind of like females rule pretty much. It's I know they have a term for it. I forgot what it was, but yeah, it's sort of like that.
I take that.
yeah,
I should check that out. I just wrote down the name of it.
it's a
full
good
name
anime.
is
Like
Rise of the
they kept bugging me,
Rise of the
bugging me. Yeah, they kept bugging me like we'd hang out every single week, and they'd just be like, "Do you watch Shield Hero?" And I'm like, "No," and then he'd be like, "You need to sit down. You're not gonna play any Yu-Gi-Oh with us, and you're gonna watch Shield Hero." And then I started watching it, and I was like, "So how is it?" I'm like, "What? Get out of here! Get out of here! I'm watching Shield Hero. Stop bothering me. I'm busy."
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, no. Anyways, let's let Vibe finish because we keep on going off topic.
Yeah, I do not know where I was. I was pretty sure I was
We're talking
done.
about Code Geass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I think I finished explaining why I liked it, and then we just chilled on from there.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
If you want, if you got a coin to flip, because I don't.
I
heads
do
for-
actually. I
just
do.
want, like Google. I just want to
No.
Google just coin flip.
I also I have a stack of quarters right next to me.
Hold up, let's go to coin flip.
Heads or tails?
Coin flip.
Heads
just
or
a
tails?
coin. Let's see here. If it's heads, it's for Anthony or Awesome, and head goes for.
I guess it's me.
Yeah, I got
Oh, wait.
heads. I got heads, so I guess it's me.
Oh, I
Yeah.
flipped. I flipped for heads. Yeah,
Okay. Wait, are you flipping again or?
I just
wait,
got.
what's going on?
I got
Heads is
heads.
like the majority you could get when flipping a
All
coin.
right, heads. So that's you, Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where we go?
Your
Top,
top
three?
three.
Top three? Oh,
Yeah, top
dude,
three.
it's so hard. Of course, Dragon Ball is in that list, but
Okay.
I sadly had to put that at number 2 because probably the one anime I love the most with like the intro and like how the story is and just everything is like full. Oh, that's another anime I watched the first time I watched anime. It was Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes.
Oh, that's another good one. Wait, did you watch the original or did you watch Brotherhood?
To like fully watch the series like in a full, I watched Brotherhood.
Oh, you've watched both the original and Brotherhood?
No, I just did. I started the original, but then I just went to Brotherhood and watched all of Brotherhood.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember you telling me like Brotherhood was better anyways too.
Yeah, Brotherhood is just pretty much like a remastered and like a
Yeah.
little bit of a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, when I was like watching like one, I was like, why
Yeah,
do
when
they
I was
have this
watching, I was like,
lower
these
than when I was
episodes.
watching it before. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is the original one.
Yeah, I was like, you watch like Full Metal, and it's like okay, and then you watch Brotherhood, and I'm like, I swear I just saw this episode, but they did it like a little different to where it's still the same thing, but it's a different like they just did it differently.
They just changed a couple of things to make it a little.
Yeah, but yeah, Full Metal Alchemist is probably like my number one, and then Dragon Ball is like a close second, like just because I just love the intro for Full Metal so much and everything. Like, dude, I have like a Spotify playlist with all my favorite like anime intro songs, and I have like the
Ooh.
Dragon Ball like Chala on there, and then I have and then I also have I have the full.
Dude, when I was working at McDonald's, dude, whenever me and Steven and another manager of us would like close in one of the kitchen, dude, it was so funny because we'd play Chala.
I think you sent me a snap on that one night actually.
Dude, it was a great night. Also, like it was funny because the one of the kitchen and my other manager didn't know the song in like English or Japanese. God. And they were singing it in Spanish, and I was just cracking up.
That is hilarious.
They were just like, Chala, hey, Chala, soy estoy something. I'm just like, dude, this is hilarious.
Oh my god,
dude.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I have that. I have the.
Like, I would sing it in like Japanese. And
yeah,
just...
and then I have like the Full Metal Alchemist intro, of course. Which, not gonna lie, dude. Every single time I start the playlist, even though it's on shuffle, it's always like, the first song I get is the Full Metal Alchemist intro, or it's like the second one, like right after. Like it's never the last one. And then I have like Soul Eater intro on there. I have like probably the last Overlord's on like 3 seasons. We're waiting for season 4. Yeah, so I have like I have the past like 3 season songs for like all of Overlord on there too.
Jeez.
Then I have like the Inuyasha theme song. Also, I had Cowboy Bebop on there, but I have to re-add it because it got deleted.
Such a classic.
It's just jazz, but it's so good. Like it's so short too. Let's see what else do I have. I have Parasite. I have the Parasite. Yeah.
All you need is just that song. And
yeah. I have and then I have like I have the Parasite intro. I have the intro for season 2. Season 2 or 3, the intro for My Hero Academia on there also.
Okay.
I'm still trying to add more, but those are like my top ones that like I could just listen to like all the time and like never get tired of. Which is why I have them on there.
Okay. What about your number 3?
Oh, dude, number 3. Number 3 is hard. Cuz those are like
why?
Cuz it's like after those two, it's like kind of like
free game.
Like I know you'll be mad at me and probably like everybody else whoever like watches this, like every single anime I've probably ever watched, like I always like it, but the only anime I've ever watched and I could never get into was JoJo.
No.
Fine. I mean JoJo has its own like squad, so like it's fine. I honestly don't care, dude.
Yeah.
To be honest, dude, I like JoJo. It's nice and it's fun.
Yeah.
But it's not even part of my top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Actually, I'd probably
I do enjoy it.
It's a fire anime for what it is.
My third one would probably have to be Overlord then, probably for top 3.
Overlord's good.
Cuz I just like, dude, like if you listen to the Uprange version, it was fucking just hilarious. And it's like it's great and it got me into it so much. And then like literally right after I watched the intro, I was like, and then I watched the first season. I was like, is there gonna be a season 2? And like I was saying earlier, like season 2 was like right around the corner. So when I discovered it,
they already made it, didn't they?
Well, no, like at the time, season 2 was like
season 1, and then I waited for season 2.
Yeah,
and I waited for so long that I just forgot about it.
Yes,
I was like,
at the time,
season 2 and a season 3.
Yeah, they did it like back to back.
Like the biggest cliffhanger. So
so we're like waiting for that season 4, and we know it's going to be great and everything.
If they make one.
But those are probably my top 3.
I was surprised because when season 2 came out, like no, because like after season 1, and I was like, okay, let's wait for season 2, and like they took forever for season 2, and then they come out with season 2, and I was like, oh sweet, and then immediately after that, season 3 came out. I was like, whoa, that was quick.
Damn.
Yeah. And now we have to do another long wait.
Waiting forever for season 4.
You know what's gonna happen is if they're just gonna do it again, where they're just gonna have like season 4 come out. And then, like, right after season 5.
Did it be like this? They're like, okay, we're gonna make our fans wait for even number seasons. And
yeah,
for the odd number.
Because I think I remember when I saw the videos about like season 2. I think they were like 2-year-old like videos talking about like people can't wait for season 2. Mm-hmm. And then it was like the ones that said season 2 was like right around the corner were like 2 months old and stuff. So I was like, oh, cool! I don't have to wait that long for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's your turn, Ping.
All right.
Well, no, not yet. You got to explain why they're your top.
Why they?
Well, I kind of did. I mean, I said with Full Metal Alchemist, like I just loved the story. And the animation.
You actually did.
Yeah.
You actually went through it. Yeah, you're right.
I did, and then I already talked about like why I like Overlord. Dragon Ball, we keep going back to it, so that should be enough explanation on its own.
All right.
Okay.
I was ahead of the game, bro. I was ahead of the game.
Damn. All right. Well, I already know my top 3. So, my very first one, the best anime I've ever watched of all time.
Code Geass.
It has to be Code Geass. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because, well, like I said, dude, I've as a kid, I've always loved the mech. So like Gundam is also another one of my favorite series ever.
Yeah, I think that would be like your top 2, wouldn't it?
No.
Oh. Wow.
No, it's not part of my top 3.
Oh really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but I love the mechs. I love mech animes, and not only that.
You got Gunplas at home anyways too, didn't you? Don't you have?
it's got hot chicks with bouncings, you know. So it's like another thing, you know.
You
Dude.
weeaboo.
Bro,
Bro, we all weebos here.
bro,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
the one guy that would admit that I watched High School DxD not for the plot. Okay.
Same.
Dude,
I
go
never
to
actually
the
like finished or
DxD,
watched that.
okay?
You know why?
Oh my god, dude! I remember in high school, dude. Literally, I think it was like
so insulted watching DxD watching it censored. Okay, I'm the guy that
dude,
watches.
I remember,
Hey,
dude, I
let's
remember,
go.
like, literally, Ping, like, literally, I think he was rewatching, like, High School DxD, and he literally, like, showed me a scene, like, bro, you need to come here. Like, we were on lunch, and he just showed me a scene, and, like, sent me photos of it, too, like, screenshots. Like, he was all into this one scene.
Dude, I imagine that he like goes over to you. He's like, "Hey, yo, you hungry?" He's like, "Yeah." And then like you just show him the picture.
He would literally like he was like, "Yo, here's a headphone," and then he's like, "I was like, how long is it gonna take, dude? It's gonna take like 5 minutes." And I was just like, I was like, my eyes were just like open like Scooby Doo, and I was just like, what did I just
You're
watch?
like, bro.
and then that's how you got into
Hey.
something.
Yeah, no, actually, no, that is
That
not.
shall
That
be
is
said,
not.
That shall not be named.
That is actually not how I got into it.
With cream tie.
It starts with an H, and it rhymes with cream tie. Whatever. Whatever Vibe said. Yeah, whatever
Yeah,
Vibe said.
that thing.
Yeah, Jesus. But you know, if we ever get up to that, but yeah, that was not the reason I got into that. It was not because of High School DxD. But another one like that would also be High School of the Undead.
Yeah.
That's another one to watch. You can.
Also another important point about Code Geass is like what Vibe explained was the story. The story is like so good. It's I don't know. It's just really I felt really immersed into the story. So like the whole character arc of Lelouch and like the other characters too. I hate Suzaku, unlike other people's opinions. I hate him, but I still appreciate him as a character and I still like him as a character. I just hate Suzaku.
Oh, Suzaku.
Another point to put out. Don't ever watch the live action Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah, do you know it's
don't watch live action. Period. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, live action is not good.
Okay, even though we're never gonna be talking about this, the very best example, Dragon Ball Evolution. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait. I have a question.
God.
Did anybody watch?
You know it's bad when in an anime.
So bad.
In an anime, they insult evolution.
Dude, they do.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's so bad.
In a comedy anime, they insult evolution. It's
Yeah.
so
Wait,
funny.
I have a
It was like-
question.
it was like something
Has anybody?
like,
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
hold on.
so literally the scene was this girl was like talking about something. I forgot what it was. I forgot why she was talking about it, but she was like, "Dude, we need to gather the 7 balls of dragons, and then we could like grant her wish." And then the other guy's like, "Huh? Is that evolution?" And then she's just like, "Bro, we don't talk about that."
Dude, has anybody
I
watched the Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell?
Oh no, I haven't watched that. I haven't watched that movie.
I haven't.
Like I
don't
said,
watch the movie either, but I heard it was not great.
Dude, once I saw Evolution, I don't dabble with anything that has to do with live action.
I can't help it when it pops in my
For
feed on
anything.
YouTube, because I watch a shit ton of movie trailers. So when it pops up on my feed and it looks good, I'll watch the trailer, and then I think it looks good, but at the same time, like, it's whatever.
Dude, the Bleach live action was trash too. All right.
Oh, I totally forgot they made that.
Dude,
Oh.
I don't dabble with anything that has to do.
Dude,
with live
remember when
action.
Matthew was so into, but also trash talking the live action Attack on Titan film?
Oh, dude, I saw the trailer for that and I was like, it's trash immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Anyways, so then my number 2, which is pretty much like in my opinion, like the same as as one of my favorite animes of all time for me is Clannad, both after story and the original.
Clannad.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that one.
Dude, I recommended that to you during like middle school, but
You know
never
I
really
didn't
watched
listen to any of your recommendations. Like you,
That's
I
when I
remember.
was watching it.
I remember,
during
dude. I remember Ping like literally helped me download an app only for Android to watch anime, and he literally added like 50 animes for me to try out, and I did. I didn't like I used it once in a while just to watch like Dragon Ball and everything on there, but I really barely touched the app and barely used it, and it was never really working for me too. But I didn't touch any of like the recommended ones that he showed me.
B25
What?
just said hi to someone in chat, so
Oh really?
yeah, someone said hi in chat, so I was like, hey, I
don't have chat on right now.
I need chat open. Hold up.
So yeah,
I thought
so
it was showing me chat at all. It's so weird.
well, I'm just watching your stream. I'm just watching our stream, so that's how I look at the chat.
Nice. No,
What the fuck
like,
is
I'm
this?
watching
What is
too,
this
but I'm not
super
getting any
abridged?
chat.
Who posted that?
Oh, yo. Oh, wait, what time is it? I just realized that, yo, shout out to Mafovich for following. Thanks, bro.
Ooh.
If he's
First
watching.
follower.
Thank you, Mafovich. Oh yeah. Also, so for my number 2 being Clannad, reason why the story's great. Also I had that was when I was watching it. I was at a time or a period of time of really what like I don't know how to explain it. Like I was like in deep contemplation. Like I guess you could sort of say a little bit of a depression in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, I was definitely depression, dude.
Yeah.
I'm always
Anime helped with
depressed.
that.
Dude, so yeah, no. While watching Clannad though, dude, that actually helped me a lot. Like I don't know how to explain. Also, it's it's a slice of life anime. So I was like in deep contemplation. Like sometimes.
Yeah, I love slice of life.
Oh, dude. After the story though, dude. Once. Oh, dude, I like.
Yeah. It's
so good. Well, Anthony, awesome. So Clannad is like it's all story. It isn't like action based or anything like what you watch. What you're used to watching in anime. It's just complete story. It's sort of like a daily life. Another I really liked was the whole comedy, dude. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Especially in during the original. Dude, the freaking time when Okazaki, I think that's his name, the main character, when he kicked his friend, or when he made his friend do like weird stuff in front of the silver hair.
Yeah.
Remember that? And then she like kicked him, and then he's like, "Oh, kicked him back," and then she kicks him even more.
Jesus.
They censored his face, and then they're like, "Oh shoot, sorry, man. I just instinctively kicked you."
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Oh, I love that.
I want to rewatch it. Fuck.
Dude, we should do that for our first one then.
Oh, let's do that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's
do that.
We could do Clannad. All right,
Okay.
sweet.
Lit. Clannad's first one on the list.
I'll put the link to the. I'll put a link to where I watch it on Discord. So
yeah.
All right.
Also, yeah. So Clannad was my favorite. Was one of my favorite animes. It's
Probably find that shit on
for
Hulu.
me. I honestly consider it as like also as a number 1, but then like if I were to
You're
pick,
just split between the two, but
I have to go with Code Geass because of the fact that like
its story.
Its story is so fire.
Yeah,
it's so fire. Also for my number 3, I'm gonna have to go with okay, so don't mistake this as the animation for the video game. It's not that. It's a totally different anime.
Okay.
It's called. It sounds similar, but it's also spelled a little bit differently. Grand Blue, Grand Blue.
Oh I
Yeah, I remember Grand Blue. Yeah.
Dude, that one is hilarious. Dude, it's my top 3 because of not only because of the whole. Dude, it's not even story at all, dude. It's just hilarious. I honestly think that is like that anime is literally. I might be overstating it, but it's the apex of comedy, dude. I've never laughed so hard in my life, dude.
It's so good.
It's
like
so hilarious.
basically just like a college student, like just messing with bros.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
pretty much it.
Yeah, it's so funny. The funny thing is that the whole anime is supposed to be about diving, but
I think I remember you recommending this one to me.
Of literally where they just dedicated to diving, and the entire show is just about college kids and drinking. It's so hilarious.
It's so good.
So funny though, dude. That has to be why it's a number 3, dude. Dude, you do not know how many times I rewatched that thing, dude, and I still laugh.
Dude, I don't even think I finished it because I couldn't find a place to watch it.
I bet you Hulu has it, dude.
Wait,
I bet
think
you.
I sent it to you. I think I already DM'd it to you.
Did you already? I don't think you did.
No, I did not actually. I DM'd it to someone else. All right, I'll DM it to you.
Oh, thank you. All right, Grand Blue and Clan
and Code Geass. Those are my 3.
Nice.
Dude, we gotta talk about the elephant anime. I feel like in the room.
The elephant anime in the room.
What?
Dude, Space Dandy.
Space Dandy.
Bro, Space Dandy is just literally a
parody
version of Cowboy Bebop.
I know.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It
like
really
I looked
is.
at it, I was like, is this Cowboy Bebop?
I watched it on like Toonami and I had a blast like listening to it. It was just the best. I fucking loved that anime.
Really quick play this.
Dude, if you want to have a blast, awesome, you have to watch Grand Blue, alright?
Alright. Dude, I gotta say the anime that really I like a lot too, that I already mentioned, was like Soul Eater, because it's the only anime after 50 million recommendations from Ping. It's the only anime I finished before him. And that's an achievement in my book. Okay.
For Soul Eater, you recommended that to me.
I did, yeah. And I was like,
you recommended Soul Eater to me.
Yeah. It's
you know what? Vibe. I'm just gonna put it in the hair. I'm just gonna put it in hair.
Okay.
Like for Grand Blue, and then I'll also put Colonnade in there too.
Nice.
Sweet. Chariot.
I'm also gonna put in a link to After Story as well. So
yes, thank you. That was the one I was gonna ask for because I was like, I can watch actually Clannad on Netflix. It's there.
Dude, actually,
the first season of Colonnade is on Netflix.
Yay!
Dude,
they just don't have an After Story though.
I don't know if they do have After Story.
No, they don't. They don't. It's, not yet.
Sad
at least.
face.
Oh, question.
Oh, okay.
I know. Question: do you guys watch sub or dub, or does it really not matter?
I mean,
to me, it does not matter because I could watch dub like no problem because obviously it's English, and I'm just like, all right, unless it has terrible voice actors, in which case I will just switch.
Yeah, I will try unless like I've seen a million videos of like the anime subbed. I will probably try to watch it dubbed first, and if I don't like the voice actors, like I'll switch to subbed. So like Naruto was like I thought was decent with their dubbing for a while, and then when they got to like Shippuden and they got to like the Great Ninja Wars, that's when like all the voices kind of sucked. And then they're also like behind the anime, so like I had to switch over to subbed, which I was okay with because I've seen so many like subbed videos on it and stuff. But it's like like I personally cannot watch Full Metal Alchemist subbed because I've watched it like 100% dubbed. I just can't watch it subbed.
I'm just kidding now. That's fine. I understand.
Like that anime is probably the only anime I will never ever watch subbed.
Oh, there's Full Metal Alchemist sub.
Bring down the hammer.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm sorry, like I couldn't like.
Well, I mean, but then again, I do come in with a bias because I'm I'm a subbed only guy.
Yeah,
So.
except Dragon Ball.
Wait, Dragon Ball? Like,
Dragon Ball sometimes.
Dragon Ball
like,
sometimes, yeah. It's just the Goku's grandma voice.
Okay, so for the voice acting, it's fine. I just hate it when they dub the song. I hate that.
Yeah, that's really unnecessary.
Especially what they did with Super, the whole, you know how they had like the whole Ultra Instinct song, or like whenever like something awesome is going on in Super, they'd be like gang 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 kanchita.
Oh yeah, they changed it. I was like,
to be honest, that's probably I still haven't watched.
Go fight, and I'm just like, stop.
Please, that's probably the one, and Super is probably the only like is the anime I've watched like fully subbed.
And
because,
also, like watching it subbed for such a long time, I actually kind of fell in love with the Dragon Ball sub. So
yeah.
Well, like when we were in middle school, you hated subbed though. You have to admit, you were always saying like how much it sucked.
Think about it. You see like this jack dude sound like this. Oh, Otaku, you know, like what?
Yeah, he's a really big guy that sounds like a really
the strongest person like, in probably the whole entire universe, like, and he just sounds just like so non-manly.
Like Naruto, because Goku's voiced by in the Japanese is voiced by like grandma. Most
voice actors in Japan are female.
One Piece and Naruto, they're also both voiced by females, but I'm perfectly fine with it. They actually sound fine, but like for a while when I was like during middle school when I was watching it, like just listening to like, because I originally heard this, you know, I was like, yo, what up, guys? I'm Goku, you know, and then just
man. Oh yeah.
So like,
it sounds like realistic.
Basically,
to like watching it sub, and it turns out to be like, yo, ora Goku.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing, and I'm just like, bro.
Yeah. Dragon Ball has its ups and downs with subbed and dubbed. It just depends. Like, I guess in a sense, like, what episode or arc you're watching, but they're both good. Like, with the new Dragon Ball Broly movie, like, me and Ping were talking about this earlier, but he was, like, telling me, like, oh, if you watch, like, the subbed version of Broly, there's, like, a complete scene where they kind of added, like, 10 seconds of, and if you watch it dubbed, like, they added, like, 10 seconds that is in the sub version, and it's so funny.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. That's why I watch sub. Is also because subs is more original versus dub. They get to change things around. One of the worst things I freaking hated about dub was the whole name changing thing too. For example, the whole if you watch One Piece, right?
Yeah.
If you watch One Piece dub, they change Ace's name to Trace, and then they go back to Ace.
Oh yeah,
I didn't notice that. It was always Ace when I was watching, but I never really watched like I didn't watch the dubbed one. Okay, I didn't watch the dubbed version of like One Piece from like beginning to where I left off at. It was kind of like I watched dubbed like out of order because it was whatever, like if I missed an episode a week, like it was whatever arc they had on like Toonami or something. So, like, I switched to subbed when I was, like, trying to, like, finish and catch up on it, but then I just gave up, so I'm, like, somewhere in, like, I don't know, like, the 600s right now with One Piece. And it's, like...
Yeah, no, that's what because, like, for me, sometimes, like, dub changes things, and then it sounds... like, to me, it sounds weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've always watched in, like, its original language. So, like, for example, like I said, for, like... I don't know, like Code Geass, you know? Let's say the most iconic scene ever in Code Geass, the whole when he unlocks the Geass, you know? And he tells like a bunch of soldiers to kill themselves. For example, like that scene, like the voice not only was the voice actor really good with that, but like just watching just hearing it for me like this. Versus like Whoosh V Britannia, I order you, kill yourself, you know, and it's just like, I don't know, it feels different to me, and it sounds different. So
Yeah.
You hit a little bit different.
Yeah.
yeah,
It varies. Basically, just it varies with.
Well, and not only
for
that,
me.
like, not only that, Japan is like the biggest anime country ever. Well, that's where anime originates from,
Yeah.
first of all, and they actually support it back over at Japan. So like voice actors and stuff are actually really like they're really good and they're really skillful.
Yeah.
Versus like in America, yeah, we actually have some good voice actors, but it's such a small business compared
It
to like,
really
how it
is that like voice
Yeah, you
acting
hear, like,
for
a
like
lot of like repetitive voices.
Yeah.
Rather than like new ones.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So like probably one of the biggest ones in like at least dubbed anime is the guy who does Vegeta. Like he does a bunch. Like I think he does all My Hero also, and he does like a bunch of different like voice acting for like a bunch of different anime.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd say probably for like at least anime voice acting, like the number of people who do it is very small. And then normally if it's like you listen to like a really popular anime that everybody's starting to like, usually those ones come out with like new voice actors and like you never heard them before. But if it's just like a generic kind of anime, like they're all the same.
Also though, like I gotta cut some slack though, because recently dub has been like upping their game. So like dub isn't bad, it's just I honestly really prefer sub over like
it's just preference. It's just like
it's just preference.
Like
I was just curious because that's another big thing in the anime
because it's like
whether you watch it dub or sub.
It's like
there's a lot
it's a
of
big
people
thing.
that are like they'll shun you if you say dub,
but it's like
the dub community that goes like, oh, you watch sub.
It's like
bro, is it really?
It's basically
watching the same show.
Like you could compare it. You could compare it, but they also changed
a lot of
so like a big like so this is like one spoiler.
Because for example, like going back to that whole Broly movie, even though I like both, going back to that it's the Broly movie and sub is a lot more serious toned versus the dub being a lot more
playful,
being a lot more comedic.
Yeah.
Because like for example,
the 5-second scene they add,
the whole Frieza shoots Paragus scene, like Frieza shoots he kills Paragus, and then in sub he's like he actually makes because it actually sounds like he's really like he's not joking. He's like, yo, you know, during the fight, you know, stray bullet hit your dad, so he's dead. Oh my gosh, what should we do? And then the sub Frieza actually changes it to where he makes it sound like Goku and Vegeta killed him.
Yeah.
Instead of Frieza himself. Whereas in the dubbed, it's like
they changed it up a bit.
Yeah, and then like
God, bro,
and then like another another example of like the comedic part is like the part where there's a part in the dubbed version where it's just like so like Vegeta and Goku are going to go do like their fusion and everything for like the first time in like what canon of Dragon Ball. They're doing fusion, right? Ping?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. But
he might have cut off. Wait, Brandon.
Oh, okay. He got me. God damn it. But basically in like the dubbed, like they're like when they're just about to go and like try to do their fusion and everything, they basically go up to Frieza and like, hey, tag, you're it, and then like Broly starts fighting Frieza, but in the subbed, like that scene doesn't exist.
No, there is that scene.
Yeah.
But they don't talk. Like Goku and Vegeta don't talk. They just fly away and make it seem like Broly's just really insane, or like he lost all control of himself and he's just attacking whatever.
Yeah.
Anything and whatever. Where it is that, but then however they made it seem like Goku and Vegeta redirected it to where they had to fight Frieza. Yeah. And they also made it comedic again. Like,
yeah, they're like, all right,
tag,
Goku's
you're
voice
it.
actor goes have fun, Frieza, and then
yeah, and he's like, wait, what?
Like, wait, what are you doing?
Yeah, then he gets attacked and everything.
Dude, he gets obliterated. It is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so
Amazing.
funny, dude.
it's so
I
great.
was laughing, and then he goes, "You mortals," or something like that.
Yeah.
You mortals dead.
Oh, that was like the
No,
best
no, no,
thing.
not mortals,
Brutally-
you monkeys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
That's how he
monkeys.
says it.
Yeah.
It's, Hello,
But yeah,
monkeys.
yeah, sub and dub. It's
was
really
great.
it's really preference, and like I guess like another good example in my opinion of it is like when people like play games, like when people like don't do like the whole like PC route or anything, and they ask like, oh, what's the better game console? I always like when people ask me that, I always say like, well, what games do you like, and like where are your friends at? Because
Oh, no, that's another topic.
that's like, well, I know, but
Topic.
that's a
Because-
topic.
Here, wait, Dante, Vibe. Do you play? Do you have an Xbox?
Yeah, he
right?
does. He
Because-
Xbox
because-
and PC.
No, but here's the thing, right? Is that growing up, I played with PlayStation the most.
Yeah,
And
me
then,
too.
like,
Because
I
back in
swear-
the day, PlayStation was the best console.
Yeah,
and then I switched to Xbox because of Halo, because that was the only like game that
Yeah,
I was
I
like, super
switched-
interested in.
I had
And then
a
like now, like they're having like a lot more games that are cross-platform or like that are on like either like almost all PlayStation or on all consoles.
Mhm.
So I'm now switching to like PC because it has like more
Yeah.
variety of like
For
interesting
me,
games.
in my case, I actually play. Well, the reason why I got a PlayStation instead of an Xbox was because of the
The
fact
anime.
that PlayStation had more JRPGs and RPGs in
Yeah.
general. Right?
That is
How
true,
I
they do
always
have
say
that mode.
too, like
Because, because like one of the best JRPGs out there, in my opinion, Persona 5.
Persona 5, yes,
Yeah.
a lot of
It's only
people
on
agree with
PlayStation, I
that.
believe.
yeah,
I think
it's
only-
basically it's whatever. Cause like I have a friend who like could agree with me, but it's like how I put it is like, all right, if you're gonna go to like a PlayStation 4, like, cause I've had a friend who I used to play Xbox with and we went to high school with, and he switched to PlayStation just because like all of his friends went to PlayStation and he just like left Xbox behind and everything. But I always put it as too like PlayStation, a lot of the
Yeah,
games they put out like that are exclusive are all story mode like are all story mode driven. So if you like playing
story-driven.
yeah, if you like playing like story mode games and like you don't really play that many with friends, or if it's just like if your friend like or if your friends do have a PlayStation, like that's how it is. Or it's like with me with Xbox, like I started out with a PlayStation 2, but that was because like that's when my dad bought me, because like the guy at the gaming store said like, oh, your son's like what, 4?
PlayStation 2 is the best console, period.
Yeah, it is the greatest and longest lasting console. But I got a PlayStation 2 just because like when my dad was about to buy me like a console, he was going to buy me like the original Xbox. But the guy was like, "Oh, your son's like 4? Yeah, he should probably take a PlayStation, because like back in the day the Xbox controllers were like massive and there was no way I was going to be able to like wrap my fingers around it, so that's why I got a PlayStation." But then like
6 feet something right now.
I wasn't that
You're
big
like,
back
you're like
then.
the tallest in our group.
That wasn't that big back then, but and then it's like now I went to Xbox probably because it was like I had a bunch of friends I used to play games with who had like huger, like more like next gen consoles than me, and like a bunch of the games I would play was always on Xbox, and it would be playing Halo, so I like got into Halo through them. And then I've like met a bunch of people at school who like a majority of them have Xbox, and that's just like why I play Xbox, is because of the games and friends. But again, like I always think it's based off preference of what stuff you like, because there's still stuff there's a
it's
lot of
also,
stuff
like,
PC
on
has,
what kind
but there's a lot of
console you
good
play,
stuff
it
they
also
don't have.
depends on like, yeah, and also like another thing is like you mentioned, the top 2 things of like picking a console is what your friends play and
Yeah.
what kind of games you like.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because within our group, I'm pretty much the only one that has a PlayStation, whereas everyone else has pretty much Xbox or
A PC.
uses a PC or you know, but like I actually prefer playing the story driven games with
Yeah.
like RPGs and whatnot, and I actually
Yeah.
like playing the single player game.
Like
So,
the
like-
only I always say the only reason I'd ever get a PlayStation would be to play like Uncharted or an Uncharted 4 specifically, because I saw like gameplay on that, and I really liked the story and like how the game was done.
So like for me, that's the reason why I have a PlayStation. But like, and I don't even have PlayStation like online or whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Plus or what?
Yeah, it's
because
PlayStation Plus, I think.
Because I'm not even gonna play online with my friends or whatnot. So like, what's the whole point? So I'm saving actually a lot of money with that.
Yeah, $60 a year.
Yeah, $60 a year is too much, dude.
Yeah, it is, honestly.
Switch does it for $20 a year. Why can't they, dude? If one of their biggest competitors is doing it $20 a year, why can't they drop it to like $40 a year?
Yeah. Well, then you got Xbox with like the Game Pass where you can get like a bundle where it's like it's going to be like monthly basis, but you get like almost 200 games for free out of it, plus like an Xbox Live Gold subscription. So it's like a 2-in-1. Even though you will be paying more out of just buying a year subscription with the Xbox Game Pass. But out of that, going back to anime, yeah, sub and dub, it's just preference. That's all it comes down to is preference.
Because like, dude, going back to games though, like, playing like JRPG games, I can't play it with the English dub. I have to play it with the Japanese dub. Because like, for example, the Persona games, the Persona 5, dude, I sound so much better for me in sub. In Japanese dub, because one, the main character, the character you play is voiced by not the one and only Lelouch, you know, so it's like I have to listen to him and whatnot. But like, yeah, it's just it all comes down to preference. I was just curious on what you guys do, because I remember, dude, I was like one of those like big like sub fans, like back in the day.
I think that's why you always used to hit me too.
Why? Oh yeah, because you watch dub, yeah. Because like you were an Advent dub, and then I was just like, and I was like an Advent sub, but like now, like, you know, after being all mature and whatnot, I could care less. It's however they want to watch it and how they like it, and then it's like if I like it one way, it's just I like it one way. But yeah, no, it's just like, but yeah, for me, sub. And then I was just curious like what you guys watch, because I know sometimes you guys say you watch sub, and then other times you're like I watch dub. So I was like, I wanted to see which one you watch more of, but then you guys said you prefer both.
I mainly, well, because I used to, back when I was like watching shows and stuff, there wasn't a lot of, because I liked watching like a bunch of like underground anime. I just forgot a shit ton of names. Oh, speaking of which, I actually have a notebook with like literally a shit ton of names on there that I wrote down when I was like younger. But fuck, dude. Yeah, so I was like watching these animes, and I was like, I think because I mostly watch sub.
You know what's another? Sorry, off topic, but you know what's a really good underground anime that's pretty old, but it's still pretty good.
Which
is Katekyo Hitman Reborn. In English, it's Home Tutor Reborn.
Dude,
Home Tutor Hitman Reborn. I think.
One I wish there was a second season of that's on Netflix is Irregular High School.
Oh, the Irregular at Magic High School.
Yeah.
That one's good. It's just, I don't know. It's just.
The story in that one, and like the mystery of the main character, like really got me with that.
Yo, that I don't know why, but that reminded me of, there's this one anime called, what is it called? It's like Bunny Senpai or something like that.
Oh, I haven't watched that. I really want to watch that, because like people were saying that that's so fire, but I still haven't watched it.
Dude, it is so fire.
I gotta say, probably the most. Actually, now that I think about it, like
I don't know if they made the movie.
My brother watched the movie, and that's how we got into the anime.
The movie's out.
Yeah, he already watched the movie. Here, I think I have it on the site. I'll put it on.
Dude, I gotta say, another good anime that came out that I will say is like, and like I gotta say, the only reason I like it is like the story is Beastar.
Oh, Beastars has a great story. Surprisingly, like when like I first like heard about it, I thought it was like.
Yeah, I thought it was like a furry, like I thought it was some weird furry, and then it came on Netflix, and I just gave it a try, and I got addicted.
I think everyone judged it really fast.
I thought it was gonna be like a whole furry thing with the whole rabbit girl and like a wolf dude. Yeah. But like the story itself is actually really fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story is really good.
It really is.
It like demonstrates like the actual like problems with like some discrimination out there and shit.
How I described it to my how I described it to our buddy Zach was, it's basically like I told him it was like an adult version of Zootopia.
Yeah, it basically was an adult version of Zootopia, except like they're back in high school and not like adult.
Yeah, but like story wise, it was
Or
more for like adults and teens than
Wait, are
kids.
they in college or are they in
They're
high
in.
school? I don't remember.
I think they might be in college actually. No, high school.
Yeah, I think they are. No, because they live in a dorm. I don't. Oh wait, no, but then again, high schools in Japan are like dorms.
Yeah, I don't know. Look it up. I don't know actually. I think it is. I think.
Let's see. I'll look it up on here.
Say,
actually, let's
I want
pull
to
up
say
some.
it. I want to say it probably is.
Let's see here.
I want to say it is college because it is like a campus, like too big for a high school to be honest. I think it is a college.
Beastar TV series 2019. Here.
Anybody in chat got the answer?
It just says in a school, but is there anything else about this? Who is it by? Find Beastar's Wikipedia, maybe.
Maybe.
Looking up on
What about
Wikipedia
chat? What is?
of all things.
I forgot you don't have chat up.
So they had a manga which came out in September 2016 or something like that. Students. It's a drama club, but they're not saying if it's like a high school or like their college or something.
Because the campus they were on was massive. I remember that, so I feel like it's a college.
Well, it's a 17-year-old. I'm guessing. Well, 17. That's more.
That is high school / college.
More of like. I think he's in the show. It said that he was a junior.
Yeah. Hold on.
Actually, no. He's a sophomore, and
yeah, he wasn't a third year. I think he was a senior. Second year, I think. Like the deer.
I think he just yeah, he's in. Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, probably the two that I like watched Slayer. I forgot to really watch episodes for that.
No, it's on.
It's on. Watched it.
Mr. Bambi. Interesting. Well,
let me look. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place.
Yeah, so that's what I got out of this one.
Yeah. Let me look.
Yeah, I finished watching it on Netflix. So I was surprised that they actually brought it to.
Yeah,
Netflix.
I was surprised. Like I was
fast.
surprised too. Yeah, because
it was like a newer released.
Yeah,
anime.
I think Netflix is starting to like get in. Like I think they're starting to check. Wait, where's the?
I like the like fan art that they have for these things, or actual art.
Yeah. I don't see anything in chat. I don't see Brand saying hi though. That should be in there, shouldn't it? Hold on, I to download Twitch app.
Oh my god, there's a YouTube thing and it says you are already furry and it has like Lego she just pointing at you.
It's just like the thing where it was like there's this like meme a couple years ago I saw, or maybe I don't know, maybe it wasn't a meme, but it was like the old Spider-Man TV show, like the 1990s one, with the old like just where the Spider-Man's just like pointing and everything. And
hello, cold potatoes.
And it said he said this program, whoever I'm pointing at is gay, and he's just pointing at Internet Explorer, the program.
Yo, welcome to the chat. Right now we're waiting for MajinPing to come back with, I think he's getting a link right now for the, I think it's called Bunny Senpai. I think is what the name of the anime was.
Get back into this shit.
I know it has a longer, but I just remember it as that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that at all. I actually had to go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to gather some energy, you know, like surrounding energy, and I had to drop the biggest spirit bomb ever, dude.
God damn it, dude.
Dude, Awesome did special beam cannon. I have to finish it with spirit bomb.
Because
okay?
I'm like
I don't know what it was. I don't know what I ate, but like, yeah, I had to drop a spirit.
Dude, sometimes you don't know what you ate, and then you just gotta ultra instinct your way to the bathroom. You know, just hella.
Yeah.
Dude,
like, I don't know why, but my internet is trashing on me, so I can't even get the link. Hold on.
Hold on.
Once I do.
My laptop is
I wonder
just.
if I can pull up the. I wonder if I can pull up the thing real quick. Hold up.
My thing is just trash right now, so I literally can't like open anything else up,
Oh,
or like he's gonna start breaking up.
928383.
Yeah. Dude, I've already said hi.
And high vibe, bro. High vibe.
High vibe.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
What up, vibe? Dude, I don't know, dude. Some guy with the same name as the broadcaster Vibe said hello, so you know I had to say hi.
Yeah.
No, because cold potatoes said Hallie in the chat.
Yeah, I know I know it's a joke.
Okay, you got me.
Did he get you?
Sorry, I was looking up this at the same time, so I was a little bit distracted. Yo, Brandon, this is what it's like whenever you know, just eat too much, probably bread or something, and you just gotta make it to the bed.
Funny thing is yeah, I actually ate a cake before I started the stream.
I had a fat barbecue burger.
Just
God damn it, dude. What is wrong with you?
it's just that stream, dude.
Wait. What kind of cake?
I put it in general.
What kind of cake?
It was like a strawberry cake. It was like $5 at work. So
was it
like
a red velvet? What the fuck? Dragon Ball Super Broly Scream multi-language? Jesus, Dante.
Dude, that's pretty much how it was, dude. Just Korean though, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how it was, but Korean. Oh yeah, and I fixed my internet, so it works now. So I'll be able to give you the link.
Cool. Sentiment.
Yeah, dude, I haven't watched Bunny Senpai at all, dude. I need to watch that.
Dude, it's so
like
good.
so
I need the movie.
So the whole name is Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl Senpai.
Rascal, that's, oh my god.
Wow, that is a weird name, to be honest.
So I'll read you the description of it, pretty much like the synopsis. Puberty syndrome, a rumored mysterious syndrome that only affects those in their puberty. For example, a bunny girl suddenly appeared in front of Sakuta Azusagawa. Yeah, Sakuta Azusagawa. The bunny girl's real identity is Mai Sakurajima, a teenage celebrity who is currently an active high school senior. For some reason, her charming figure does not reflect in the eyes of others. In the course of revealing the mystery behind this phenomenon, Sakuta begins to explore his feelings towards Mai. Set in a city where skies and seas shine, Sakura unfolds the meaning behind his bizarre encounters on women with the said syndrome.
Damn.
I actually, to be honest, before even the anime came out, I actually read like a couple chapters of the manga for it, and then I was like, oh, this is interesting, but I ended up dropping mangas for a while. I don't know what happened, but like I forgot what happened, but I dropped mangas and then I'm back to it. But I'm back at it again. But like that was like right after I graduated senior year. Dude, I used to read light novels too, and I haven't read any of them.
Dude, the best.
Same.
I want to get into like reading like the mangas and stuff, but the one that caught me that I got ping into was Solo Leveling, this Korean like webtoon manga, and like it was so good, and like me and him are both just like waiting for season 2 to come
you
out.
can sort of like imagine it as like a shonen Korean manga. It's actually a really popular one. Pretty much like Solo Leveling is pretty much about Vibe if you want to read this too, you can.
Okay.
It's really good. So pretty much like a short like description of it is pretty much the main character so pretty much in the world there's like these things called hunters, which are what you can call like people that were born with like powers and stuff, like special powers and stuff, to be able to like combat like
Dungeons.
outer world like dimensions and portals that appear
They're
that
called
connect
dungeons.
them to like a different world that like bring out monsters, which they call dungeons. And the hunters are like ranked from like the lowest being E to like the highest being like A, I think, or
no, S rank.
Yeah, S rank. So the main character starts off as the weakest hunter alive,
the weakest E ranker alive.
being an E rank, being the weakest out of all of the E ranks, and then stuff happen, and then he just pretty much, as the name states, he pretty much gains like this whole thing of him being able to level himself up like a game, and then he gains like he becomes more powerful as the story goes on. And
This sounds really familiar. I think I might have seen it, but I'll check it out.
It's a popular webtoon.
Here,
it's
let
a
me...
Korean webtoon called Solo Leveling.
Here, I'll put it up. Oh, you're looking up right now.
There's actually a website dedicated to Solo Leveling.
Yeah, they just, I think like almost to the end of season 1, they released like the graphic novel for it. Like they actually got it like made into a book and stuff.
Hold on. No, they actually have everything.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like they started promoting it. Never mind, they started promoting it.
Dude, I think Korea was trying to make an anime of this at one point.
Yeah, like I wish this was an anime, but at the same time I kind of don't, because I'm like, I don't want to watch it because like I know what happens, and I'm like, this is gonna happen, but just to see it animated, I guess that would probably be the big like kicker for me to watch.
You know what's funny is the official translate, like a direct translation of the title in Korean. So you know how it's like in the English version of the name is Solo Leveling, right?
Yeah.
The actual translation for a Korean to read it and like know, for English it's only it's pretty much only eye level.
Yeah.
That's like the official translation.
That one. There's actually some other ones that I was reading and I haven't actually been keeping up with them. And that was like My Wife's the Demon Queen, and then there was
yeah, that one's a good one.
Oh yeah.
And then the tale between what was it?
Dude, I'm
Gods
so mad.
and Monsters.
Yeah.
Those two.
I'm so mad because my manga app just completed it crap on me. I used to use Manga Rock. That's an app.
I still use.
And then now they're just saying, oh, it's not a fair thing for like people, for like the artists to like publish this and then have like fans just translate it and have it out for free and whatnot. So like they just entirely stopped.
Oh, they took out Manga Lot?
Manga Rock, yeah. Manga Rock.
No.
it kind of
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but like at the same time, how am I gonna be able to read it? then?
Yeah, now it sucks.
Yeah, so I'm just like whatever. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm probably gonna find a different manga source. I was just lazy as hell and I haven't
Yeah.
gotten it.
Maybe Audible has manga.
No,
I don't want to
Audible, you have
listen
pay.
to somebody like talking
Oh,
and stuff.
Audible, you have to pay. Okay, that's the thing. Audible, you have to pay.
That's true.
Dude, the only reason I would ever get Audible is probably to listen to the Star Wars book.
Oh
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's probably all I would get Audible for, to listen to the Star Wars,
Yeah.
or maybe the Witch books.
That'd be
But
cool.
Dude, Ping.
um,
Is it time for the back spot?
wait, hold on, wait. How long have we been talking? That's the thing.
I think like an hour and a
We've
half.
been on here for. I have no idea.
Well, let me check. I'll check. Hold on.
It does not say, unless you rewind maybe.
I
can't-
mean, we could.
Wait, hold on. No, I got it. We've been recording for
So
almost
that-
2 hours.
We actually so that we
We
talk
did
too
pretty
much.
good.
We've been
I mean,
talking for almost
There's
2
some people
hours.
that last on here for like 24 hours, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. But
Yeah,
like,
Do you just want to
yeah.
end it tonight?
long.
Yeah, I did.
Like this has been.
For the people that are currently watching, thank you.
Yeah.
Or listening, thank you. Yeah, like,
Hell yeah.
yeah, thanks. I mean, we're just a couple of dudes that just decided to do this out of nowhere. That
Oh,
started
yeah.
We're
off as a
bored,
joke.
but we thought of this before, like quarantine and everything like that too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Also, yeah, cause like, dude, I told Vibe this and you awesome, but I need anime and stuff recommendations because of the fact that I ended up like wanting to kill myself of boredom because of all the animes I've already watched.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you already watched like
dude,
everything.
I ended up finishing a series of Power Rangers on Netflix. Okay. Okay, that's not good. I ended up now I'm good now because I'm watching Rurouni Kenshin. So
And also,
watching that.
you finished the
That's
Power
a-
Ranger
that's a
series,
classic.
so you don't have to watch it anymore.
dude, screw that, dude. No, dude.
Yeah, I got
I
another-
wanted to cry while watching Power Rangers. Okay,
Did you watch it with your brother?
dude, my brother would literally run away. When I told him I did that, he was like, he looked at me with dead eyes.
He was just like, he's like, bro,
Dude, he
you
looked
need
at me
help.
like I
He's
was-
like,
he-
you
he
need
didn't even
you.
look at me. Dude, he didn't even look at me like I was his brother, dude.
He's like, I can't even look at
Dude, he
you.
was like, he was like, you
Anime
need
Jedi,
anime.
dude.
He's like, you need
Anime
anime in your
Jedi.
life, dude. He's like, you need anime in your life again. You need
We have like
new
the line
anime.
and like the purple like under your eye, like under his eyes. He's like, oh.
Anime dead eyes, where the anime character just loses color in his eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
they're just
Bruh.
scared
You know?
shitless, dude.
Damn.
Dude,
all right.
Let me
dude, you want
Alright.
wait, you want to end this on probably like our lowest tier anime we've watched?
lowest
Oh,
tier.
you know what? Wait, question, Dante.
Yeah.
Have you watched the little like the two specials of Clannad? They had like two special episodes for like the original,
I
where
don't think I have. No.
where he ends up with a different girl instead of crap, I'm okay. Where he hooks up with
Yeah, look, I think I know what you're
with-
talking about.
with two different girls other than the one that he actually ends up with.
I think I remember something vaguely like that. Yeah.
Because because the Clannad was originally from a game, a dating sim game, I think it was. It was originated from that, and then After Story just took it off. It was just amazing. But
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, so like pretty much like that's why there's like a whole bunch of girl characters, and the main character like, and then that's why all the girls actually like him because it was originally from like a dating sim game. I think that's what it. I know Clannad was originally a game. I don't know what kind of game it was originally. I think it was a dating sim. But yeah, where you have like a different ending to the original, because he ends up with like 2 different girls rather than there was a special on it. There was like 2 special episodes on it.
I think I remember seeing, because I remember watching like everything, but there's there's pieces of my memory from that show missing. Then again, it happens with like almost like every show that I finished. Like there were some parts of like Code Geass, like after I'd finished the first season, like when I continued, I was like, wait, does this really leave off how this was? I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it was weird for me.
Yeah, because the way it ended was like, I honestly thought it was good, but some people didn't like the way it ended, I guess.
I really liked the ending for like the second season, but I just meant from the ending of the first season to the second.
The first season?
like I like when the second season, like the first episode, like I was like trying to remember how the first one ended, and I was like, oh, why can't I remember? I literally just saw this.
Yeah. Dude, it's fire. So let's see.
So in total, we got Clan Ad, Rascal Does Not Dream of the Bunny Girl Senpai, and Solo Leveling.
Nice. Right.
For the recommendations.
Yeah, for the recommendations. So that's
dude. I got what, Code Geass.
Oh, and Grand Blue.
Grand Blue.
You guys have to watch it.
So there's an anime app on the Xbox, and that's how I was watching Grand Blue.
Which one?
I use a website. It's called Anime DAO. Anime and then DAO is spelled DAO.
Anime,
dude, Dante. Which one? Which Xbox app?
Which what?
Which Xbox app? Were you using Crunchyroll, Funimation?
No, it's called
Crunchyroll is good, but what sucks about Crunchyroll is all the ads that you have, unless you don't have premium.
Well, it's the same thing with like Funimation and everything. You always get ads unless you have premium.
Yeah, it's pretty much a streaming show, but like
that's the only thing that sucks too about having those is like
I always watch stuff like for free, so like I'm not willing to pay money to watch anime.
Yeah,
I gotta like no matter how much I love it, I ain't paying money to watch it.
Plus, to be honest, like not all the anime streaming services like have all the anime, because basically Funimation, Crunchyroll basically just like fighting over the rights to what animes they get to like show on their sites. Yeah, and then Funimation usually
there's a free anime streaming thing on Xbox. The app, I will have to open up Xbox to check it out again.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I watched it on there. But
so pretty much for me, the recommendations that I put on Hair, all of those are for the website that I use. It's called
I'll check and see if like Hulu has them, because that's what I've been using lately.
I honestly prefer Anime DAO a lot. I actually really like Anime DAO.
You've gone to like 3 different sites, dude.
Well, yeah, because I used to watch it on Kiss, and then Kiss had so much pop-up ads.
And then you did GoGo. Then you did GoGo.
And then I went to GoGo, and then GoGo was
broken.
GoGo is like, GoGo has some issues sometimes. So I ended up going to, and then I ended up finding Anime DAO, and it's like perfect. Like, for me, I really like it because there's literally no pop-up ads at all.
Yeah.
And like that was like my biggest thing with Kiss Anime, because like I just do a little like move my mouse and it's like, I'm like, whoa, stop.
It's like, bro, please.
I even got an ad blocker for it, dude. But then Kiss Anime would be like, yo, turn off ad blocker if you want to watch, and I'm like,
bitch.
You know what? Screw you. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just end the podcast here because I had to take a massive Big Bang attack. So I am out, boys.
All right, I'm gonna
bye, awesome.
the outro. All right, later,
bye,
awesome.
awesome.